Hey guys, this is
Chex
and Iron Cat, and we're at the end screen of Dear Esther. This is what you come to you when you end.
Yeah.
It's just black. Actually, in the game, you have to quit it out from here. But we're going to do a discussion, because both me and Chex have now played through the game. We both got two different things.
Yep.
This one and the one I got originally. So, Chex, first off, your opinion on the game.
That was really interesting. Kind of very mental.
Yeah. Now, when I played through mine was a lot different.
Mm-hmm.
He got mad near the end. He was almost yelling at Esther and Donnelly. He was more like this. He said, "I will forget you forever, Esther Donnelly." And so forth.
Huh.
And I noticed a couple different dialogue scenes. Now, it'd be interesting to go back and play it again and take the different paths and everything.
Yeah.
Go different ways, do different stuff, see if you get even more different.
Yeah.
But all in all, I thought it was a good game. But to say the people who originally made this, and everybody should go and thank them for making such a great game. And such a different game. I mean, this is different compared to what you got now. This ain't no Call of Duty. It ain't no
Left 4 Dead or
anything like that.
Sims or anything. Really.
It's a new thing. And I'd love to see a couple more games like this.
Very unique.
Yeah. But the person who made this, from everything I read, is supposed to go like this so you have time to think about what you just experienced. So that's what we're going to do here, probably for about 15-ish minutes or so, is think about what we've experienced, or maybe less. So, Chex, what do you think? What do you think? Who were you? What happened?
Well, at the end, it seemed like I was a seagull, but at times it also seemed like I was Esther and the actual guy who was writing the stuff to her, who may or may not have been Donnelly.
Yeah.
Might even have been Paul. I don't know.
I don't think it was Paul.
Me neither.
Paul was just like, in there. But
yeah, but Paul died. So,
yeah.
The whole ghost thing, we couldn't even see our feet.
Yeah.
We might have been just flying along, but what were those footsteps? It couldn't have been a seagull.
But you also got to question the person writing this. What?
You looked at my shoulder and you were like...
But you got to question the person writing this and their sanity. Because, you got to admit, in the 4th chapter, he started going... It was kind of more, of rambles in mine.
It was like going around everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
Very confusing.
And he was more unstable, I want to say. But what did you think of the 3rd chapter?
It was okay. It wasn't as creepy as I was expecting.
I thought it was creepy with all the painting and everything down there that you were seeing.
Yeah, I thought people were going to be like screaming in the background or something.
No, I mean just like, because but it was beautiful. But there's something about playing it by yourself. It seems a little creepy at that point.
Yeah. Even when I was playing it, the 1st chapter was very scary. Not scary, but it was really eerie.
You're almost on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
But there's no jump scares or nothing really scary. It's nothing much. Really, I mean, it's I don't know what to say. It's unique, and I love talking about stuff like this.
Yeah.
I love going back and forth. I think maybe I don't know, games we might do this after more games.
Yeah.
Actually discuss the game.
Yeah.
Except for Sims, I don't think it'd be much to discuss but our own.
Well, that was a very beautiful game. Yeah. I don't think anybody has ever played a game like that.
Yeah, but yeah, and guys, I know this is more of us throwing back about the game, but I'd like to hear about y'all, what y'all think, because this is actually our first completed Let's Play.
It's really,
I mean, given it's only going to give it only about an hour and a half, really, but it's our first one we ever completed.
Yeah, there's a first for everything.
Yeah. I mean, what's y'all's opinion on Dear Esther? I want to know. I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have Steam, and if y'all saw the sales, I hope you picked the game up because it was $2.50, and that's a good price for the game.
Yeah.
Now, admittedly, I wouldn't pay $60 for this game.
No.
I wouldn't pay $20 for this game.
Not really.
I would gladly pay $10 for it. And
it's definitely worth $10.
yeah, and I was happy to pay $2 for it, $2.50.
Yeah.
But it's just so the first chapter we had a little bit of differences, some different things. We should probably wrote them down. But when my guy was going, you know where all those stones were standing, like on your path you went, not the big circle.
Yeah, those just big standalone ones. Yeah.
He was talking about how the shepherds had a Bible, how they passed around each other until they lost it, and until a monk in the 1700s stole it. But then he said that did the monks give landmarks to places in the Bible? Did they really walk through the pages of the Bible? And I know for some of y'all this might be getting a little bit religious. I don't mean to get this way, but this is what I got in my playthrough, and I was just curious. Your opinions, without jumping on religion one way or the other, because I don't want to make people upset, happy. I don't care. Well, I hope
I don't want to make people happy.
I hope you're happy, and my
Yeah.
our dog is lending his word. What'd you have to say?
And in my version, the shepherds were all like drunkards or something.
Yeah, I know. They're like completely different. Mine, they were like religious, God-fearing folks that you hear about. And this one, it's like they're drunkards.
Yeah. Huh.
But I even know some differences too. Even in the 4th chapter, there were some different. There were not as many, and some different ones than what I got.
Yeah, but in this game, what really are the shepherds? I mean,
well, the shepherds
throwing that out there.
The shepherds were people who kept sheep on the island.
Yeah, but did they do anything else? Like
they were considered almost like a sickly bunch of people you didn't want to be with, you didn't want to be around.
Yeah, that's how they got taking care of sheep, because they really couldn't do any other job. Because nobody really liked to be around them, so they just decided to be around sheep all the time.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't
Not writing. It sounded like Donnelly wrote a book or a journal or something.
A journal. It's supposed to be like letters to Esther.
Yeah, but Donnelly records the stuff of Jacobson and all of that, and then it seems like the guy near the end talks about how he was actually painting all of that stuff. Yeah. That's actually from his book.
Yeah.
Which, if you go around and read it, it doesn't really make too much sense.
In mine, when he was talking about it, he said, "And I shall paint atoms and electrons and stuff. And I shall make my scratches in white stone; they shall last forever. I shall use the glowing infection in my body with the paint." That was actually one of the things I got in mine, and I thought that got a little creepy. My guy seemed more meaner, more mad.
Yeah. Mine seemed kind of a little depressed.
Yeah. I mean, they both ended the same way. They both jumped off the tower. Both became a flying seagull.
Yeah.
I guess they were mutants.
Oh,
or shapeshifters.
Oh, yeah.
But
they can only turn into seagulls and sheep.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many different possibilities with this. I mean, if y'all got a different one, I mean, tell us about it. I want to know the different ones.
Yeah, trying to piece all that together.
When I went on YouTube looking for more videos of this that just had the dialogue, I couldn't find any.
Yeah.
I found one person put the whole game up, one part, 1 hour and 7 minute segment.
Yeah, with those ships, he said that new hermits arrived or something, but none of those ships looked really new. He might have been.
The only way new hermits arrived was there holes in their ships. I mean, they were shipwrecked.
Yeah, but there weren't really any new hermits at all.
No.
Only one person who just disappeared whenever we got near them.
Yeah, that was kind of freaky. I mean, were we following? I mean, maybe that was Donnelly. Maybe we were following him.
Yeah.
And maybe not. Maybe just at the last point we merged.
Yeah, he was flying on his head or something.
Or maybe that was a ghost of his.
Yeah.
I mean,
it could have been so many things. Seriously, it could have been our imagination even. Because, like they said, half of the island is your imagination.
See, they never said that in mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
I think he said you can't tell what's real from what's your imagination. It was differently worded.
Yeah. In yours, did it seem like he knew he was going crazy, or was he just going crazy?
He seemed like he started going crazy. He went more mad crazy, you know?
Yeah.
Like he was mad at everything, and he was just going nuttier and nuttier and nuttier and nuttier.
In mine, he just, he went all
He kind of
random stuff. And
yeah. I mean, my guy was like almost yelling at people by the end of the game, which was kind of weird.
He was like, "Arg, you Esther," and yeah, that doesn't sound very mad, but.
But he was like he was like talking about like when the ship sunk and stuff. Seemed like they were more invigorated when he was talking about that. And I mean, it was just, you know.
This one, he seemed very lonely. Was it just me, or?
He seemed more docile and more like, you know, he was trying to piece together a tragedy. Which all I can guess is that Esther was probably his wife. That he was and that there was a wreck and he died. Because didn't he mention something about her being picked up by a drunk? That even you drank, and even though you shouldn't have picked her up, you tried to anyway?
Did he?
Yeah. Or something to that point, I believe. I'll know when we rewatch this in probably the next 2 or 3 days as editing goes down.
Yeah, but with the car and the dude, he was like, but he wasn't drunk. He was defending him or something, and that guy went mad too.
Yeah. And what do you think of that part where you actually went to the little road area? That was kind of freaky.
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, when I fell in that one the first time, I was like, "Holy crap! This is a mine." What's a good word for it? Mine frack.
Yeah.
I mean, the only way I can think about is just swear and say a mine F.
Yeah, I was just like, "What the heck?" And I just stared at it like.
Yeah. See, in mine, I got to looking around. I went to both the cars, and I started swimming up, and that seemed like it took me forever to swim up. This one just seemed like it blacked out quicker. I mean,
maybe he's a bit more fit in this one. I don't know.
And my guy also was talking about going to the caves for your final death, for your death, to crawl through that until your torch ran out of light, and to follow the fluorescent moss.
Fluorescent.
Until you reach where Donnelly was, and where Jakobsen had went.
Donnelly.
And he my guy started seeming like he started going mad in chapter 2.
Yeah.
And that he was and he got even worse in chapter 3, and by chapter 4 he was full blown mad.
Yeah, I can see we keep on glancing behind us like we expect somebody to be there.
Well, yeah, I keep on seeing the light out my window of the neighbors, and it's kind of catching me up.
Dun. Okay. Whenever he talks about Donnelly, it kind of makes me wonder, some of them, is he talking about Esther?
No, I think he's actually talking about Donnelly, not Esther, because he always addresses Esther as Dear Esther.
Yeah,
It's almost like he's talking about himself in third person.
Yeah.
Which we could be completely wrong.
Yeah, Donnelly could be his grandpa or something.
Yeah. I mean, Donnelly is a person who killed Esther. We know that for a fact, pretty much.
Really? Huh. Okay, was Donnelly drunk or not?
Yeah, that's interesting. Mine, it just seemed like, it came full through it. He was drunk.
Yeah, you see, if he was Donnelly,
was he driving her home and he just, just ran off the road or ran into another car and she died in the wreck? Was
she standing in the driveway and he was not drunk, but he was like mad at her in yours?
When we went to that scene under the water with the 2 cars, you realize it was almost like a wreck.
Yeah.
I think that they were in a wreck, and that's where she died, and he started going mad there.
Yeah, and now he's on this island where most of it's his imagination.
It might be his imagination.
Yeah, the whole island is his imagination. The only real part is that underwater place.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, guys, we're pretty much finishing up here for our end of Esther talk.
Mainly because Kitty doesn't have much more room on his computer.
Yeah, I'm down to like 75 gigs, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a pretty good discussion. I think we got a lot of parts out. We really didn't agree on anything, really. I mean, we threw out some things. I want to see y'all go at it in the comments. I'll talk to you in the comments. Chex will talk to you in the comments. We'll put our opinions with yours.
Got any different theories? You can put them right down there.
Yeah. Feel free. Message us on YouTube. I don't care. Message me on Steam for all I care.
I love games like this where you can like take so many different theories and stuff
and throw them around.
Yeah, and they don't really have a definite one listed anywhere, do they?
No, not really. Not to my knowledge. I'll have to go looking around. If y'all find it, one link us.
Games that are open to interpretation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
But, well, anyway, since we're in a little space, this is Iron Cat.
And Chex.
Signing off. What a great game.
Yeah.